Hello friends, welcome to Current Affairs Review. Today in this video, we will analyze the role of the Indian judiciary as the keeper of the society's conscience during the pandemic. The judiciary in India is the sole interpreter of the constitution and the guardian of the law, the protector of the separation of powers and the people from the excesses of the state, the defender of civil and political rights, and the bolster of civil society. Thus, it plays the role of being the keeper of the nation's conscience. As India is embroiled in the midst of the pandemic, the role of the judiciary as the keeper of society's conscience has become even more essential. The responsibility of the judiciary includes maintaining balance between morality and reason, maintenance of the rule of law, order, and peace, maintaining balance between interests and law, maintaining balance between what is right and what is legal, protecting the interests of all citizens, ensuring unhindered movement of life-saving goods and services, ensuring government activities in managing the pandemic are coordinated and compelled into compliance, ensuring accountability, transparency, responsible governance, and citizenhood, protecting the very soul of the nation through its pronouncements. The Indian judiciary, both the High Court and the Supreme Court has, during this period of the pandemic and the ensuing crisis, rigorously upheld the conscience of the public and of the state, a trustee of the people, through different judgments and pronouncements. For instance, the Calcutta High Court officially expressed their concern and dissatisfaction over the Election Commission's handling of the polling period amidst the pandemic, specifically in the matter of campaigning. It declared that the Election Commission needs to do more to ensure that public safety standards are upheld during campaigning, other than simply issuing series of circulars. Eventually, not being satisfied with the guidelines enforced by the Election Commission, the High Court demanded submission of an affidavit with the details and records of specific steps undertaken by it to enforce the norms. Subsequently, spurred by the pronouncement of the Calcutta High Court, the Madras High Court also denounced the Election Commission's irresponsibility to the public interest by not stopping campaigning activities, even at the face of such widespread loss of life. The bench remarked that the Election Commission had not exercised its authority in any appropriate way to prohibit the wanton violation of COVID-19 norms. The bench also condemned the Election Commission by saying that it should be put up on murder charges probably, which was one of the strongest statements proclaimed by the state judiciary against a central constitutional body in Indian history. With Delhi being one of the worst affected regions in the country, the Delhi High Court, upholding its duty as the trustee of the people and the keeper of the conscience of the nation, also condemned both the central government's and the private corporations' handling and responses to the oxygen crisis in Delhi. The court expressed its shock and dismay at how the centre seemed to not be awake to the gravity of the situation, even as hundreds of lives were being affected, and subsequently insisted that it is completely the centre's responsibility to ensure that oxygen supply to hospitals is adequate and timely. The bench also insisted that if required, all 7,500 metric tons of oxygen that are being produced every day at all steel and petrochemical plants must be redirected to hospitals and thereafter issued a show-cause notice to the centre for failing to supply oxygen and initiated contempt proceedings against the concerned central officials. As these are the incidences of the judiciary keeping the conscience of the state and society concerned about the possible schism that might be created between these two centers of democratic power, the intervention of Supreme Court was necessary. The Supreme Court, as the final arbitrator of disputes between centers of national and state authority, rightly maintained its lack of bias in judgment. It had also stayed the proceedings of Delhi High Court against the concerned central officials, after an appeal by the center to adjudicate on the issue. On 1st May 2021, the Supreme Court urged that the High Courts refrain from making off-the-cuff comments on the efficiency of officials who are tasked with mitigating the pandemic and practice judicial restraint. Although the court's intervention was quite necessary, there have been contravening opinions on whether or not the Indian judiciary has truly remained the keeper of society's conscience during the pandemic. These perspectives are based on two main observations. First, that the Supreme Court has acted in utter disregard to the plight of ordinary citizens during the COVID crisis, and second, the judiciary has committed judicial overreach in its assertions regarding the state government's management of the pandemic. Download material for this issue from our website. Please like, subscribe and hit the bell icon. Thank you.